Welcome to Gvine on the Couch, your most relaxed business podcast. We are your hosts, Gvine and Justin. And on the podcast, we're going to be talking about how you can improve your small business and also some advice for young entrepreneurs. So, to get into this, I'm going to ask Gvine if he can hit up the first article. Do you want to do that for us, Gvine?
No problem. Hi guys, I'm Gvine. Thanks Justin for the lovely introduction. So, a question that many people, young people in South Africa have a question. Those who have left high school, right? Even people in their young 20s, mid 20s, as a millennial, I'm a millennial. Well, basically I am a 98 baby. The question we could ask ourselves is, how do we succeed as a millennial entrepreneur? It's a good question, right?
Very good question.
I think it's a pretty good question because, many people leave school, like I've said, and the business world or the 9 to 5 is not necessarily for everybody. So they want to be more of an entrepreneur, work for themselves, own their own business. The main question is, how can you succeed as a millennial entrepreneur? I think it's quite a big, sorry for that, the glitch. How can you succeed? What's the most common thing found today around young people? And I would say personally, it's phones, technology, right? Those things are like massive distractions. Okay, wherever I go, if I go to bed, I've got my phone. If I'm going to the mall, I've got my phone. Even if I go to the bathroom, I've got my phone. Like I'm being honest now. Come on, I have my phone with me all the
Toilet
time.
squad.
Exactly, 100%. So I would say the first point, I stated in the entrepreneur of South Africa, the biggest thing is social media. Massive distractions. Distractions hinder you from proceeding in your goal when it comes to work. Because a very common thing is that we love to compare ourselves. That's a very big distraction. 100%. And I feel like social media is a very good tool, right? For everybody out there, you can all agree, social media is a lovely way to market your business yourself, a stunning way. You can have lovely Facebook pages, Instagram, Pinterest, etc., etc., etc. So it's a good tool, but it can also be a bit of a hindering distraction, in all honesty. I think you 100% agree with me there.
No, definitely. I think a lot of the youngsters now get very distracted just by the notification that pops up on your phone.
100%. You're so right.
Like right now, if one of our phones goes off, we'll see that light go on, and then we'll check the notification, and then we're true. Instantly distracted, and we want to click on it. But yeah,
exactly. It's a problem, eh? The millennials, I would say, not people necessarily from the older generation. No offense to anybody. But the people in this generation, we tend to not focus for long periods of time. It started off with, do you remember Vines?
Yeah.
Those short clip videos.
Yeah.
They were 6 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
So people told a story in 6 seconds. Dude, that is insane. Back in the day, people needed movies. Actually, if you think about it, there's not much imagination in our generation. Hence why we get so distracted. Back in the day, Friday night, I'm not speaking from experience, but I've got parents from older generation where they had the radio. Okay, a radio is just listening, right? You got to sit there on a Friday night, and they're just listening to the radio, imagining the stories and so forth, that's being told through the radio, which is quite insane. So I would say, number one, for you to succeed as a millennial entrepreneur is to eliminate distractions. And as I said, those few things is, it can damage your productivity. How many times have you tried to study back in the day?
Yeah,
your phone is there. No, it's difficult. Even when it comes to gaming, I think that's a common thing. People can get really distracted. So actually just distancing yourself from technology for a bit can help a little bit.
By the way, we'll have the link to this article in the description down below. So 100%. You guys can you follow along where we are now, but it will be linked down if you want to check it out as well for yourself.
Awesome. So I would say number 2 is to build a story around your brand. Okay, a story around your brand. As stated here, brand is so important. If you're starting your own business, I feel as though people should really devote to making their brand look really good. having a good brand doesn't necessarily mean you need to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, I agree.
You started your own businesses.
Yeah.
Let me just emphasis on okay. And when you start your own uh, business, you focus a lot on brand, right? It's very important. I started my own business as well, and then the first thing you got to do is kind of sit back and, ooh, how do you want your brand to look, etc. That means logo. Logo is very important because that's logos. Everyone's gonna see logo. I mean, look at that. Come on, logo means. I mean, there's logos everywhere. Come on, a logo tells a story, and in your logo is usually, as you can see here, the Gvine logo. We got our blacks, we got our reds, and we got our light grays, and etc. etc. It tells a story, and that's colors, our brand colors. So if you go to the website, you're gonna see those exact things, and I think that's why brand is very important.
I agree. Yeah, I know. One of the first things you look at it when you're starting a business is how do you put yourself out there?
Mm.
And a part of that is getting your branding right, but not just your branding. As you can see, it's to build a story around your brand. So what you want to do is you want to tell people why you started your business. You want to explain to people, why did I get into this? And an example about Gvine, the guy that started Gvine, his name's Leon, and he was very passionate about helping people. He loves helping people. Very good guy. And he thought, how can he build something that can not only just help his family, build something for his son, but also help other people around him, because he saw this need of people looking for clients, and there wasn't really a solution to get this marketing right without spending so much money.
That's the problem today. You're going to spend so much money.
So that's where he came up with Gvine as a very effective way to market your business, and for a very affordable price. Do you want to mention how much it costs?
Okay. If you went to a marketing agency right now and you ask them for a quote, right? I want to market my business. I'm speaking now in third person. I want to market my business. I'm selling something. I'm selling something. Go to this agency. I need a quote, please. Okay. I go home. I'll wait for my quote. They send me a quote, and wow, I can't even say those numbers. It's so big. Long story short, you can go to Gvine and you can find really good marketing for a decent amount of money. And that amount is so little. Can you just say that amount for me, please?
100 Rand per month.
100 Rand?
100 Rand per month.
It sounds fake, eh?
It sounds so fake. Before we get into the next few points here, quickly, Javon, just out of curiosity, what do you spend 100 Rand on every month?
Okay, there's a couple of things. In all honesty, on a regular basis, it's coffee. I mean, most of us don't always drink, not everyone drinks coffee, right? I drink quite a bit of coffee. So if I go to the mall, I drink coffee. Some people have iced lattes, and we got Starbucks now in Cape Town. So I don't. So people are just going crazy for those the iced drinks at Starbucks. But I think most people spend money on Netflix. Yeah. Okay, Netflix is just a little bit over 100 Rand. I think. I'm not sure what it is.
No.
Over a little bit 100 Rand, and I mean, you could save some money and market your business and make a couple of 100 Rands.
No. So I mean, if you think about all the services out there, a big thing right now is spending a small amount of money on these little things that you don't actually need. Do you need your Apple Music subscription? Do you need Spotify? Do you need all these things on top of each other? Or can you cut one of them out and focus on your business a little bit? So let's cut out, let's say, Spotify. You're not too into your music. Cut out Spotify maybe, and put that money into something that can help your business. Doesn't necessarily have to be Gvine, but I think you should. I would put my money to Gvine. But no, seriously. Cut out one of these things, these services. If you're not big into series, like me and Javon, we struggle very much to sit and watch series.
I can't.
At least nowadays.
In all honesty, I cannot sit down. I have a Netflix account. It's not mine. We all do the thing where we share accounts. I'm sharing an account. I'm guilty as charged. But I can't sit down and watch series. I can now and then, but generally I can't. If it's a documentary, something very boring, I'm keen. Something about tech, something about history. I'm gonna be so nature.
Nature.
Yeah, I love nature so much. I can actually watch that for a couple of hours. In all honesty,
The
guilty.
exception to the rule.
Exception to the rule, yeah, 100%.
No, but and then you have those people that are very focused on music.
Yeah.
I've got a few mates as well that are like
Yeah.
very into their music. They can't go out without their Apple Music
No.
subscription or Spotify or whatever.
Those things are needed.
So if that's you, then keep that subscription and maybe cancel Netflix. If you're not into watching that, then cancel that and focus a little bit on your business. Put a little bit more time into your business and look at what's more important.
I fully agree, and that can also count as a distraction, right? Netflix.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't say music is a distraction necessarily. A lot of people go to music when they're stressed out or they need some inspiration. I mean, I listen to some music on YouTube and I put it on the background and while I'm working. So I wouldn't say music is necessarily a distraction. So as we were saying on millennial entrepreneurs, point number 3. Okay, so we've covered so far how to eliminate distractions, build a story around your brand, and collaborate. Oh, sorry. Now, point number 3, is collaborate with competent people. Okay, a very important thing when it comes to starting a business for anybody out there, no matter, you don't have to be a millennial. You can be a 16-year-old. You can be a 65-year-old. If you want to start a business, it's very important. But you need to realize that you can't do everything yourself. Okay?
Yeah.
You can do a lot of things yourself. But if you realize that you have weaknesses, you can go quite far. Sometimes you're very good at, I don't know, technology. So it means, okay, I can build a website. Cool, I can build a website.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's about it. I can build a website. I don't know how to market though. Then you're kind of struggling with the marketing department, but you built a stunning website. You have stunning social media platforms, amazing graphics and content, perfect. But nobody's seeing it.
Yeah.
So you will realize that, okay, I'm struggling on the marketing side. I'm good at this. Maybe let me find someone who I can team up with. Like in our cases, I'm more of the marketing guy, and you like the tech guy. You can build websites from the ground up. Justin is a very good builder of websites.
No, I don't build anything.
You can't build anything.
No, I don't build anything.
Awesome, man. But I mean, that's the thing we got to realize today, is be humble enough to realize you can't do everything. It's just a fact of life. We are not capable of doing everything. Okay, that's just one of those things.
Yeah. One of the other things I wanted to mention here is you need to find people that are driven. You can't work with people, and it sounds a little bit harsh. You don't want to work with people that are like incompetent, but it's a reality. You're trying to build a business. You're trying to build your brand, and you're trying to build yourself up, and you can't do that with people that are going to drag you down. So you need to understand who's going to actually be able to help you in your business and who's going to tear you down a little bit. You got to cut those people out, or you got to find a way to give them a purpose. Often when you find people that aren't driven, they don't know what they want to do with their lives. They don't have that purpose. They need something that drives them.
I agree.
So if you can't help them find that, and they're just dragging your business down, then you really need to consider finding maybe someone else that is more driven. You want people that can pick up the slack in your business. You want people that can drive it, especially if it's a young business. You want to get involved with people that are going to push their departments, right? Because obviously when you start a new business, you get someone that's good at this and someone that's good at that and can help you grow as a business. But if you get someone that's not quite competent in one area, then you find, okay, let's say maybe that's your websites. You find someone that's not quite competent in the websites, then you've got someone doing your marketing. You're a very big entrepreneur and you're pushing everything, so the marketing's there. But then once people go to the site, it's not working. And that's because the guy that's building your site he's not very competent. He doesn't really care too much about it, and then your business starts lagging behind because people can't actually do what they need to on your site. So I'm shooting myself in the foot here because I'm the guy that does the websites for Gvine. But anyways, no. So basically you want to find people that are competent and are going to push in their industries or their field, so that throughout your business, everything is just very cohesive. Everything's working well together. All your departments are growing together. You don't want to have one department bringing the whole business down.
Agreed.
So we got to find people that are competent in our businesses and can help us, and then we can really grow.